This unit concerns the integration of renewable energy sources with hydrogen and fuel cell technologies. All renewable energy sources on Earth derive from the sun. The solar energy can be turned into biomass, into wind, or just used directly. In particular, this unit regards the first type, biomass. Biomass are natural resources that can be turned in biofuels, that are substances that humans can use to feed energy system, both for stationary application or for transport. A particular kind of biofuel can be hydrogen. So, the sun is a direct or indirect source that covers all the Earth's surface, and this energy is converted into many other forms. So how can the solar energy be turned into a plant? This happens through a natural process called photosynthesis. Through that, food is produced, and also, for example, food for thermal needs. And biomass are a form of chemical energy. To be accurate, the word biomass defines both plants and animal waste that can be used as a source for energy. Biofuels are the elaboration of biomass, and they can appear into various aggregation states: solid, liquid, and gaseous. Biofuels may be used for thermal energy generation, but of course for electricity. If we look at this scheme, we see a sunflower, that is the basic scheme of a plant. The plant can be observed as a chemical factory that gets energy and material inputs from the environment and produce some output that embeds energy. The input for this chemical process are carbon dioxide, that is absorbed by the plant through the leaves, and water, that is absorbed from the ground through the roots of the plant. Carbon dioxide and water are the main chemical reactants for the photosynthesis, but energy is provided by sunlight, absorbed through the leaves again. Material and energy are combined together, and the energy potential of sunlight is absorbed by the product molecule, usually a carbohydrate that constitute the structure of the plant. So, as material output, the plant releases oxygen to the atmosphere. Now, we have several types of biomass on Earth, but we need some processes that allows turning biomass into usable biofuels. Well, we have to clarify just one point. Also, fossil resources are similar to biomass because fossil fuels are just the product of a very long process started on ancient biomass type. However, these resources are not considered renewable because the production began centuries ago, while the consumption is just concentrated nowadays. So renewability is not a property of fuels like gasoline or diesel. And biomass, in the right definition of biomass, is related also to the quickness of production and consumption, because a fast life cycle allows also to close the loop of carbon and to reduce the impact on the environment. So let's go to another classification of biomass and biofuels. We define first the generation biofuels, the ones that are derived from plants that are specifically grown for energy purposes. this kind of biofuels are quite debated because the energy crop is something against another need of humankind, that is nutrition. So we usually hear about the food versus fuel competition. Second generation biofuels are obtained from residual biomass or from organic waste. So there is no need to grow specifically energy crops for this purpose, and we can just recycle waste as an energy source and process this waste.